I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. This is a chance to do he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And of all the superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and that knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration or a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers and like
Right hook to the body for Campbell. Left hook to the body for Garcia. And that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground. Trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record numbers today. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia. Welcome to the stream, guys. Episode 7. Ladies and gentlemen, glad you guys are here. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, all that if you're new. Guys, there's a lot on the plate. I'm happy to be here. This is episode 7. I feel we're going to continue to just get better. You know, the co-host is Trey, so we're going to be having him shortly. If you're rewatching this, I'll make sure I stamp all the topics. But the first one here was Beta Quest. He says, Colby keeps playing the gym weight bully his way to the top 10 conversation. Risky says, yo, what's up, my guy, Risky? Will Rider says, straight up, I honestly believe Colby could beat anyone in middleweight top 5, which is an interesting point. What's up, Will Rider? And Danny Burns in the building. Colby is always in boring fights. But let's get right to it. I'll make sure I catch up with chat as best as I can. Andrew in the stream. Andrew Wheat, what's up, my guy? It feels great to be here, guys. It feels great to just hang out with you guys. We've been doing episodes weekly, and we've been staying as consistent as possible, no matter how busy the schedule gets. And I know for like a lot of you guys are busy as well too. Have kids, have families, have a girlfriend that probably doesn't even like you, and that's why you're here now, because she doesn't. So I'm appreciative of you guys. Carlos Beltran, I remember you in the last stream that you came through. He said, what's up for being the best commentator on YouTube? And he says, thanks for that. Thank you so much, Carlos. Welcome to the stream. A couple of the topics today, guys, I'll just list them off for you right now. Is Masvidal getting poked in the eye? Does Herb Dean need to do better? Colby is dominant. Can anyone besides Usman stop him? I can't wait to talk about that with Trey. Khamzat versus Gilbert Burns is confirmed. Is he ready for the top 5? Speaking of Khamzat, because a lot of people feel he's the next big thing, including myself. Cain Velasquez, should he be set free? Alex Caceres, the one UFC fighter that we interviewed, will be fighting this weekend. So what do you guys think about his fight? A lot of people think he has a tough matchup in front of him. And a few other ones is, how good is Bryce Mitchell? MOICANO 60-day suspension. And how meaningful is Kevin Holland's win? So a lot on the plate, guys. Make sure you guys stay locked in here. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. And if I miss a message, just write it over again, and I'll make sure I catch up with it. I want to make sure I have a back and forth. Will Rider always coming through. Colby never deserves a chance to be in the ring with Izzy, says Beta. Wow. Russell Westbrook. James, real quick, I don't talk basketball, but that message caught my eye, because I have always said that Westbrook is not as good as people think he is, because when you can't shoot, that's going to come back to bite you. And look what's happening now. But that's a conversation for another day, right? If I'm not mistaken. We'll talk. All right, so I have a few minutes before Trey comes on. Trey, if you're here, let me know that you are, so then I can be ready to call you, or I'll shoot you a message. But Trey is always almost usually ready. I wanted to start off my 5 minutes, and Andrew Wheat will appreciate this. Let's quickly, I don't know why it's showing that screen when it should be showing, why is it showing my Streamlabs? Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Display capture automatic. There we go. That was just a technical difficulty. All right, guys. Henry Cejudo wants to help Jorge Masvidal be more technical after UFC 272. And I'm going to scroll down to a part that I found interesting where he says, and it's right here, if I was able to help him out, it would be his distance game, Cejudo said. Keeping him at borders, like never allow anyone to get into the uppercutter, hook range, and things of that nature. Slipping through, going over the areas of concentration in wrestling. Different little tricks because, remember, I fought wrestling and MMA wrestling. It is different and people need to realize. And it's something that made me interested as far as like Masvidal is in an interesting place, right, guys? And this is what I'll quickly say before we have Trey come up here next. Masvidal is a good fighter. I mean, Colby is just that good, but you got to remember that Masvidal has fought Usman twice, Colby Covington. Like, he has been fighting the best opponents available. I know his record is not as impressive as up-and-comers, but if you look at his last fights against Usman twice, Colby Covington, Nate Diaz, Ben Askren, I guess you could say wasn't that great. Darren Till, Stephen Thompson, Damian Maia, Donald Cerrone. Maybe you could take out Donald Cerrone out of that equation. But Masvidal, I'm not ready to give up on him yet. Maybe you guys could tell me how you guys feel about him in that case. But I'm just not ready to give up on him yet. I think he has a lot to offer, but can I ever see him beating a Colby Covington? That's tough. Or a Kamaru Usman? It's tough. He didn't make excuses. And I'll make sure I write in chat with you guys. For example, Risky says off topic. Did you hear Face Temper got robbed? Yes, people were furious about that. I read about that quite a bit, Risky. How do you feel about that yourself, catching the fight? I wasn't able to watch it, so I have to watch it. Marcel, I remember you from like a year or two back, always coming through, and look at you here today with the $2. Thank you so much for the donation. Caceres got a tough one this weekend. Yeah, in Sadiq, right? Or next, whenever it is. Yeah, it's this weekend. Now, Jorge honestly needs Triple C. Can you see him doing well in the UFC? Like, even after this loss against Colby? And once again, Marcel, thank you so much, man. Always coming through. If Henry is training this guy, might as well get Tony in there, says Plugs. But I don't know. Are you guys ready to call it quits for Masvidal, or does he have a chance to kind of make like a somewhat of a return? Or have we seen his best days? Will Ryder says, I only liked Jorge because of OG Kimbo videos. Remember the street fighting videos I watched growing up? Will Ryder says, Jorge Masvidal is a Donald Trump supporter, and then he puts the vomit face, says James Ortega. And then James calls him Khamzat Chimaev. Bro, that one thing I will say is that Colby has one of the best nicknames as far as like giving them around. Now, let me call Trey, and I'll let you guys quickly know that after Trey gets his 5 minutes, we're going to talk about Colby is dominant. Can anyone besides Usman stop him? So we'll talk about that. Let me quickly call Trey, as we always do every weekend, where we have every Tuesday. I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying that, where we have a good time. But let me give our friend a call and see what I have no idea what he's going to say in his 5 minutes. And he always catches us by surprise. I'm giving him a call. I hope he's ready. Let me check my phone. Oh, he picked up. Okay, guys. So give me 1 second. Of course, I have no idea what he's going to say, so it's a natural response, like I always say. Trey, before I put you on the camera, can you just say something so I can make sure they actually hear you?
Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me?
Here, I can hear you perfectly.
Perfect.
I can hear you perfectly. Let me put you on the screen. Let me cancel myself out. That's the first thing they see. All right, Trey, your 5 minutes are on.
Go ahead.
Now.
Hey, go ahead. Give me my props, baby. Hey, where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Come on, baby. Hey, we getting money. Where's everybody at? 4-1 on the card. I don't see no comments in there about me. Huh? Everybody likes to talk about the 1-4. Oh, that was just a card ago. All that trash. That's out the window. That's out the window. Throw it. It's gone. 4-1.
Oh my God.
4-1. And I should have been 5-0, but Greg Hardy's the biggest bum in the UFC. Can't keep his hands up to save his life. I'm doing this. I'm the source. I've been telling y'all, man. I've been telling y'all, man. I'm the freaking source. I do this. Not little kids coming here talking in the chat, want me to be their daddy, getting 5 minutes with me. Little fanboys. I do this. I was right about Colby. This idiot had Jorge. He lost $10 to me, baby. I'm getting that money back. I'm getting that money back, by the way.
I'm still up.
I'm getting that back.
Anyways, sorry. Your time.
Sorry, I'm about to get 20. I'm about to get 20, so it don't matter. When Gaethje beats Oliveira. I told y'all. Listen, is Jorge even good? Who is this guy? He hasn't done anything. If he didn't knock out Ben Askren, he would be a nobody. Nobody would know who he is. This guy's a bum. He lost to Ally Aquinta, who Bobby Green retired. I'm telling y'all, man, there's levels of this. I see this. This is what I do. I'm the best capper in the UFC. Me, I'm the source. You're talking to him. Listen, jump on the bandwagon, okay? Because when we take off, I don't want no fanboys in the chat anymore. Nobody's going to be requesting 5 minutes from me. I won't even respond to y'all. So jump on board now, because I'm taking off. I'm doing it again this year. Y'all are going to learn. Y'all are going to learn to respect me, and you're going to learn to love me. And you're going to find out, wow, this guy really is the source. This guy really is the one. He's the one that gets it done. He makes the money. I'm following Trey this weekend. But we got guys like this little boy who sits in his daughter's high chair to stream. He still hasn't proved it's not true. Saying, oh, yeah, whatever Trey bets, we're going to fade that. We're going to bet the opposite. Y'all know what to do, boys. Lose your money then. Lose your money. I don't care. I'm winning it. I told y'all about Bryce. That boy's a dog. He's got the best ground game in the UFC. Y'all going to learn, man. I really do this. I might miss one or two. Everybody was chatting it up in the chat on Saturday. Everybody was writing in there. 0-1. Trey, where's Trey? Where's Trey? He's silent. Who looks stupid now? Who looks stupid now? You mean it's you? I'll answer it for you. Now, this is what y'all wanted from me. Y'all bashed me for losing. Now I'm a winner. Now, where's everybody at? The source is here. He shows up every week.
I'll give you that.
Where's everybody at? What's up, Miller? How you doing?
I am doing quite well. Thank you for being here, Trey. Those 5 minutes couldn't have went any slower. But we're here now. And the first topic, since I know you're on your high horse, you had a good card, right? So let's get right to it.
I'm not on my high horse. Hey, this is another weekend for me, baby. Y'all caught me on a rare weekend where I lose. This is just another weekend. I'm disappointed I didn't sweep the card because that's what I usually do. I'm that nice.
I don't know about usually when just
Miller
before that you
get Bobby Green to win in the first round. Who does that against Islam?
we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that. Where we're just lying to the people in the chat.
That's so embarrassing. You can go back and watch that. I tell you not to do stuff like that.
I clicked the button by mistake. I had no reasoning that Bobby Green would win in the first round. But that's neither here nor there. You're 4-1 for the first time in history in betting fights. I think you totaled a net profit of $2.75. But which is great, man. I'm proud of you.
Well, that's we know that's 100% not true because I definitely won $10 off of you.
Yeah, and I took $20 off of you before that, so you're -10 there. I was actually
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this one. We're talking about this one.
Exactly right. So now, Colby Covington, because I know you want to talk about this. Let's talk about it. I'm actually a Colby Covington fan. As far as I love his style. All right. Let me ask you this, Trey, and you can drop down a division, you can go up a division, because Will Ryder asked you a question about will Colby Covington ever get Israel Adesanya. But my question to you is,
I don't care what that dude said.
If anyone besides Usman, let's say Usman doesn't exist, does anyone have a chance to beat Colby Covington? Me and Trey haven't talked. This is a disclaimer. So, Trey, talk to the people.
Heck no.
Nobody.
No. Who would?
Khamzat Chimaev? Khamzat Chimaev?
You would dog him.
Oh.
He would dog him.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Like, listen, Bully. You remember the show Bully Beatdown? Mm-hmm. It would be like that on MTV. It would be like that.
You honestly
where
really
the bully
think
gets beat up
with Chimaev? I mean, I think it's fair to say that we got to wait for the Burns fight and see how that goes with Chimaev. But just play pretend with me here, Trey. Let's pretend you don't have a horrible haircut, and let's say that Chimaev just blows past Burns in the first round. How do you feel about Chimaev and Covington? That doesn't change your mind?
No. He should do that. He should do that. He's going to bully Burns.
Oh, so you don't think Burns is that good?
I think he's on the decline.
Gilbert Burns, I mean, he's small for the division as well, too, I guess you can say. Leon Edwards, no chance against Colby Covington?
No. Come on now. That boy almost got knocked out by Nate.
Bilal Muhammad. I'm just throwing a couple names out there.
Bilal's all hype, and then he just fell right back down to where he belongs.
Dustin Poirier at a catch weight?
Oh, please let that happen. Please let that. He can just run through ATT.
Yeah.
He can just run through them.
Through the whole team, huh?
Yeah, through the whole team. Let's just get it done. Let's just make some money and get off on the old guys. Dustin, are you serious? He would bully that man.
Will Ryder says
that
every
would be
dog
scary.
has his day.
He would be dropping down for that to lightweight.
Yeah, I guess you do have a point. I really do like.
Think about this. Now think about this. Think about Colby in lightweight. Who's beating him in lightweight? I don't know. He's a dog there too.
Yeah,
this man is a different breed.
He's good. He's good. You got to call it how it is. He's that special. If Usman doesn't exist, he might be the top dog.
He's really the BMF.
Now,
that's who really the BMF is.
I know this is tough, but let's say we flirt with the idea that he goes up in weight. That's where it gets a little tricky, right? Because of the weight disparity or the difference. Adesanya? Whitaker?
He would be Whitaker.
Is he too small?
No. I mean, yeah, kind of, but no. He would beat Whitaker, and Adesanya would be a toss-up. If he could get Adesanya to the ground, it's over.
That's going to be really hard to do at 185.
But I don't know. Hey, you're talking to an all-American wrestler, baby.
Yeah.
An all-American guy. This man is a legend. And I told all of you. And y'all said, Jorge? Street Judas?
Now, if Jorge doesn't get taken down in the first round by an illegal eye poke, he might have done a little better. I think he was a little winded.
Please
but I don't know.
that.
Like, Herb Dean just completely missed it. He was on the canvas for like 3 minutes. If that doesn't happen, he might defend the takedown, and the fight goes a little differently, in my opinion. It's just sad that we'll never know. So that's why I kind of want to see the rematch.
You know what's actually sad?
What's actually sad?
How desperate are you? You even put the eye poke in the title. How disgusting and humiliating is that?
I have a great comparison with that, Trey. I guess it's as disgusting, maybe not as much as you saying that Derrick Lewis took the fall against Tuivasa. I think that's pretty even.
What do you mean? With all the evidence and little nuggets I pointed out to prove that?
There was nothing there. Nobody agreed with you, by the way. Besides
I'm the source. That's where the source started. I broke it down for you.
Nobody has ever called you that, and that's the sad part too. I do like the nickname.
Everybody calls me that.
I do like the nickname, the source. That's actually pretty clever. I'm mad I didn't come up with that myself. That's a good one. All right, so Colby too dominant for everybody else. Let me ask you something else. Where does Masvidal go from here?
But hold on, I want to know what you think about that. I want to know what you think about Colby, because you're talking like you don't think he's going to dominate anybody else.
I think Khamzat could beat him, just like Drew said. Me and Drew, when we agree, that's pretty dangerous. Drew's
a freaking idiot.
That's pretty much locked in if me and Drew agree. I mean, listen, if Usman is not existing in this world right now, I think he beats Poirier if they do some kind of catch weight. I think the only man that I'm really high on, and only time will tell, I think Khamzat Chimaev. He's number 11th ranked fighter right now. When he makes his way up, he's going to dominate. And I don't know if Usman is going to be around to see him. Who do you have for Usman and Chimaev? Because I didn't even ask you that.
We're talking about the best welterweight in history.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just act like GSP didn't exist and has more title defenses.
Only been taken down one time.
Okay, how many title defenses does he have compared to GSP?
Who was GSP fighting?
I mean, he fought a couple.
Not Colby Covington's.
No, Colby Covington wasn't there. And he did have
he's the best competitor between both of them fighters.
And he had a split decision with Hendrick.
He's the best one.
No, Usman is special. Don't get me wrong. He's neck and neck with GSP. I'm starting to think he's that dominant. He's lapping the division.
I'm saying it early, just like I'm saying Bryce has the best ground game in the UFC.
Yeah,
saying it early, just like I'm saying Fiziev has the best striking in the UFC.
Yeah, I'm
saying it early.
I got a good one for you. But right before that, the $2 by Portlock 88. Thank you so much, my guy. Trey.
You didn't have to give me $2 like that. Thank you, my boy.
I'm recovering the $10 I lost to you. Thank you so much, Portlock. Trey.
Yeah, listen, please. Mm-hmm. Let me just help you out, Miller. Mm-hmm. Miller's been down bad lately, okay?
I had a pretty rough card.
Bobby Green to win in the first round. He lost $10 to me this weekend.
It was like $5 for Bobby Green.
He lost an over that I told him to bet the under on. Listen, y'all, please donate something and put some money in this guy's. He's got a daughter to feed.
I do.
He's got a daughter to feed.
I do. I appreciate
He asked me for $6 this week because he couldn't afford diapers, y'all. Please donate a little bit for him.
I do have the $10 profit that I got from taking your money, and I'm gonna have $40
We're not
from you.
Talking about that,
guys. By the way, I bet Trey and Drew $20 a piece that Oliveira beats Gaethje. That's how big I am on Oliveira. I can't wait for that event too. Trey, if Colby Covington sees Usman one more time, I just figured I'd bring this up one more time. Usman has expressed not so much interest that he can see himself fighting Colby Covington in a trilogy fight. If that were the case, gun to your head, who are you picking in that fight?
He would beat him again.
Usman will beat him again?
Colby would beat him again.
Okay. What fights did he beat him in?
What the second one? What are you laughing at?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. It was
he
close.
Beat him that fight, and it was a bunk scorecard.
The first fight,
hit America.
The first fight, he got stopped. The second fight he got dropped, what was it, twice?
Doesn't matter. He was absolutely tagging Usman.
Usman was hitting him with more significant shots. But so you're picking Colby to beat Usman if they fight again, if I'm not mistaken. Because we'll move on.
Yes, he would win again. Colby would beat him again. Yes. And I don't care what nobody in the chat says.
And I'm gonna have a good one for you next. I don't know, like we could jump all around. We can read the chat like we did last week, because last week we had such a smooth podcast. So you guys go check that out. If anything, Torrin says a lot of people are sleeping on Gilbert Burns in the Khamzat fight. That was the next topic. I'm predicting another hype train derailed come next month at UFC 273. I don't follow hype trains. I hope Khamzat loses. Not a fan. Khamzat Chimaev Gilbert Burns, April 9th, UFC 273. Let's quickly go over this fight. I mean, I was big on Khamzat. I've been saying it for a while now. I think he is that special. Khamzat and Burns, Trey, if you could give us a little breakdown.
Yeah, here's the deal.
Khamzat, I agree with Rob.
Is raw. Yes, listen. He hasn't fought anybody, okay? Let's be honest. He's fought a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah. The only big name is Li Jinglong, right?
Yeah. And you know what he did to Li Jinglong? He picked him up and walked over to the cage and held him there like a child, like he was babysitting a little boy, and started yelling at Dana. That's what he's on. In the middle of a fight, he picks up a dude, walks over and starts talking to Dana, holds him there, and then slams him on the ground. Now, we got an even littler boy, a smaller boy, a wee lad, Gilbert Burns. I wouldn't be surprised if he turns him around and burps him in this fight. I'm dead serious. He'll probably pick him up again, hold him there. He might burp him. He might breastfeed him. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna. He might just rock him to sleep. I don't know. I don't know. But he's gonna absolutely bully Gilbert. It's gonna be bad.
Gun to your head. How is it finishing? If you have to predict it exactly, decision, first round, second round.
I got second round submission. But here's the thing. If he's gonna TKO him and finish him, I think Chimaev does it in the first round. But I think he's gonna submit. I think he's gonna wear him down, submit him, because you know what I'm saying. Gilbert's nice on the ground. I won't lie about that. He's nice.
Yeah.
He's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu, So I think he'll scramble and get to a position where he can kind of defend and get choked out. 100%. Second round. He's gonna bully him.
I honestly have a second round as well. Just a quick break from what we're talking about. Trey, I don't know if you have the stream open. A good friend of our stream said Trey looks like Brian Knobs. I don't know if you know who that is, but I just figured I'd show the chat real quick. This is Brian Knobs.
He probably looks nothing like me.
And I would have to say I see the resemblance. I see, yeah, that's not bad. Let me move myself from here. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I'm sorry. We just had to answer to that real quick. I apologize, Trey. I just figured,
Are you serious?
I was just curious on who Brian Knobs is, and I must say, I thought I typed in
blind or stupid.
I thought I typed in Trey Melton, but instead I typed in Brian Knobs.
That looks nothing like me.
It looks just this one right here, Trey. The shirt. You would wear a vest like that. You actually point at me when you're about to express yourself just like that, which is actually kind of crazy. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm sorry. I apologize. Drew says he has like Khamzat first round knockout. Trey looks like Dude Love, the Mick Foley character.
No, I don't.
Khamzat will smash Burns. A lot of people are big on Khamzat. Torrin, you might be the only one that's not, and that's okay. Well, Will Ryder kind of said he could see Burns beating him. So if you are right, make sure you come back and throw it in all of our faces, because all we do is talk trash. Any last and final thoughts on the Khamzat Burns fight, Trey? Brian Knobs, Trey? Sorry, I'm just...
You think you can throw that in there and I wouldn't notice and I'll just start talking? I'm 14 steps ahead of you always.
9-2 Ivasa Derek Lewis fight. Khamzat Burns. Any last and final thoughts?
What happened this past weekend?
This past weekend I was joking. All right, I guess he does.
I took money from you. I don't have anything else on. I said what I need to say. You said second round. How is he going to finish? I want to hear what you have to say.
I have to say Khamzat second round. That's what I said. Khamzat second round. Khamzat second round.
I thought you was gonna do your little thing you like to do.
Where I go with the no.
Yeah, you go with something crazy just to be like, oh well, what's supposed to happen? You know, it was out there.
I mean,
if it does hit, you try and look like a hero. I've been
pretty accurate with my picks. To switch over just a bit, just our quick thoughts and prayers with Cain Velasquez. I mean, I know you guys have probably seen it in the news, in the media. Just what he's going through as a fighter, as a father. I saw Joe Rogan. I don't know how true these claims are. I know they're just allegations in a sense, but he's held out without bail, or he's held in jail without bail, where the alleged, the guy, I guess it was his daughter. His daughter's like 4 years old or something like that. But anyways, he's out on bail, and it's just kind of sad. Where like, what would you do as a father if your daughter gets, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to bring this and talk about something so dark, but I just want to say our prayers and our thoughts are with Cain Velasquez. If you had anything to say about that trade, but I just want to say, like, this is just a crappy situation where, like, did he commit a crime by shooting someone? Yes. I got to be careful what I say here, but as far as, like, I don't know how YouTube acts about it, but can we understand his feelings on why he did what he did? I think any man, in a sense, can. Trey, you want to share any your thoughts on Cain?
Yeah, free my boy Cain. We would all do it, Cain. You know what it is, buddy. We would all do it. Drew's got a daughter. Miller's got a daughter. I wouldn't expect nothing less for them to go after the guy that did it. It's sickening that dude's out. And honestly, I wouldn't free Cain either, because you know what I'm saying. I bet he would go after him again. So I don't know about that, but that dude deserved everything that's coming for him.
Yeah, I hope his name is known publicly and all that, because it's just absolutely horrible what's going on.
He's a weirdo. What a weirdo.
Absolutely. The nice thing is that a lot of people are supporting Cain, like from Dana White, big names in the media, like, so hopefully
honestly, let him do it. Let him take that man out back and rough him up. Let him do that.
If he does some time, hopefully it's served in a way that is kind of like just coasting. You know what I mean?
We're protecting some dude that likes little kids and like, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And not protecting a dude who's, protecting his family, his daughter. So
it's horrendous. I just wanted to bring that up just to say, like, our thoughts are with them. Hopefully they have like a GoFundMe or something like that, because I would love to send, the $10 in profit that I have from Trey over there. So because that's just horrible.
I'm saying, as a parent, Miller's, I don't know if you know, Miller's my son, but I would do the same thing if somebody messed with my son right here.
Henry Cejudo from Jorge Masvidal, says James.
Please stop bringing that stupid name up. I'm so sick of hearing that man's name. He's out of the UFC. Why are we talking about him?
He's one of the best coaches in the UFC. I mean, you see what he did.
He's not even a coach.
You see what he did with Figueiredo. You see what he did with Zhang Weili. I mean, the list goes on. The guy is just special. I mean, but anyways.
He lost.
She did, but she didn't get knocked out in the first round. Bryce Mitchell, I know this will make you happy. Look. He can't help but smile when he hears that name. Look at him. This guy loves. If you say the names, two names, you say Bryce Mitchell or Sean O'Malley, and Trey is head over heels. Head over complete heels over those guys. Look how happy,
dogs now.
Look how happy he gets. Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell is my favorite fighter in the UFC, and Sean's probably third for me or second.
A simple question for you guys in the chat and for Trey. How good is Bryce Mitchell? By the way, do you know what an hourglass is? I bought this in IKEA for like $10. It's pretty dope, right?
Yeah. Is it really an hour?
No, it's only 10 minutes, so now I want to buy an hourglass. So, but yeah.
So that's nice, a 10-minute glass.
Yeah, yep. It is a 10-minute. IKEA, it was like $7
nice.
Or anything. Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to drink out the other side when the sand.
You want one? I'll send you one.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so Bryce Mitchell. I'm glad I could make you laugh without saying the name Sean O'Malley or Bryce Mitchell. But now Bryce Mitchell, yeah.
I've been telling y'all.
Okay.
I've been telling y'all that the source is doing it again, y'all. This is my favorite fighter in the UFC. Has been for a while.
Mm-hmm. Bryce Mitchell.
This man is an absolute dog. He's got the best ground game in the UFC. Now listen, I know he only has like 6 fights, right? In the UFC, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
This man's a legend.
That's exactly
already.
what he has. 6 fights, yes.
He's a legend already. Oh, this is my favorite fighter. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he's an absolute legend already. He's one of 2. Well, he's the second one, but he's one of 2 guys in the UFC history to do the twister on somebody.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts. That's a crazy.
You all know how hard that move is. That's the craziest submission probably in the UFC, or that anybody's ever done in the UFC. He's strong. I told y'all he's got that country strength. Y'all was hating on me now.
He looks like he doesn't work out, Trey. Like if you looked at like him pre-fight,
I'm in the bar.
in the weigh-ins, right?
You little chump, get out of here.
The way he dominated on the ground against Barbosa was quite phenomenal. Barbosa's no slouch on the ground. He's been in there with Khabib, so he has faced pressure. Like as far as the ground game.
Now, let's talk about Bryce Nurmagomedov. You want to do that for somebody?
Francis,
you want to do that for somebody? No, that's Stop disrespecting Khabib like that. But we can put that on Bryce because he's like that. He looks like a baby Khabib out there. He's bullying guys so bad on the ground, doing anything he wants with them.
Let's play the game that we play, Trey. We look at the 145-pound division. Now we see Bryce Mitchell ranked number 9. He moved up 2 spots. You have above him Giga Chikadze, Arnold Allen, Emmett Cater, Chan Sung Young, Yair Rodriguez. My question to you is because I think we're both in the same mindset. Maybe I'm tripping. In the same accord that he's not ready maybe for a title fight, obviously his next fight. But how do you want to see his career play out? Like, who do you want to see him fight next? Should he take his time? Like, how many fights before a title fight, if you even see him getting that far?
Well,
like,
I think, first of all, I think he has 2 fights until a title fight.
I think that's a bit early, in my opinion. But okay.
Nah, I think he's on his way. I
mean, he is on a 6-fight winning streak, so yeah.
I want you to tell me, what is Yair ranked?
He's ranked number 3.
Number 3. I would love that. Let's do that. Let's jump up there.
That's an interesting fight. I mean, stylistically, that's a nightmare for Rodriguez.
Yes. Which is perfect for us.
Yeah, that's a complete nightmare for Yair Rodriguez. You have Brian Ortega is one that I would love to see.
I would love to see that too. That'd be crazy.
That would be.
He's nice on the ground.
Yeah, that'll be one that's just nuts, especially with Ortega's ground game on the bottom. You have Bryce Mitchell trying to pass that guard.
Listen,
yeah.
Let's just ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
Would he beat Volkanovski?
No.
No,
not right now. No. Mm-mm. No, I'm actually embarrassed that you would ask that so early.
Are you serious? I think he would take him down and bully him.
Chat, you guys let us know. Does he have a chance against Volkanovski?
Fanboys,
no,
y'all ride on each other and hype each other up. And
you have like about one person.
What Miller say? I want to say what Miller said. That way he says something to me.
You have like 2 people that are, irrational that agree with most of the things you say here. So
irrational. You're hilarious.
You really think he has a chance against Volkanovski this early in his career?
You don't?
No, absolutely not.
He kills him on the ground.
I don't think he's going to take him to the ground quite easily. And the outside leg kicks, Bryce Mitchell was feeling those outside leg kicks by Barbosa. You throw Volkanovski in there with his hands and his quickness and his takedown defense.
Listen,
Bryce Mitchell's in a world of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Everybody was saying, man, Bryce is going to lose this one. You know what I'm saying? He can't win this one. He can't win this one.
I don't think everybody was saying that.
Leg kicks. He's gonna get the leg kicks. Oh, Edson Barbosa's kicks are crazy. He's nice. He's
not Hispanic Hawani.
He's got good takedown defense. That boy got bullied.
Hispanic Hawani didn't say that. Hispanic Hawani picked Bryce.
That's the dumbest dude in the business.
And he agreed.
And nobody even calls him that. And he didn't even start calling himself that until Hawani said all that stuff about Canada, and that's a whole other different thing. But
it's not proclaimed. I just been using it ever since I kept hearing that. Carlos says, "LOL, I didn't even know, and I guessed he likes Sean O'Malley." Bryce Mitchell is boring. Is that a problem that he'll have in his future, not being quite as exciting with his striking?
Boring.
That's what Torrin Brown says, and I mean, that's not a lot of
Torrin
people's
Brown
cup of
doesn't
tea.
know anything.
As far as like a casual fan, I can see people thinking that. I know it might be hard for you to think there's some negatives for Bryce Mitchell as far as future. Like, you know, there's some obstacles.
You think I care about what a little casual rando thinks? Who's barely in the chat? You think I care? You think his opinion matters? You're bottom tier, buddy. I'm the top dog around here.
Drew says, I think he should fight Josh Emmett next. Do you like that fight?
I mean, that's another good stylistically fight that matches up well in favor of us.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Even
let's not forget. Let's not forget. Bryce knocked down Edson.
Yeah.
Knocked him down with a punch. With his hands standing up. So don't act like that boy doesn't have hands. He's strong. He might have some heavy hands we just ain't even seen yet.
Bryce Mitchell got caught a few times and he took it well, which I think is a good thing. I think we saw him, take a lot of outside leg kicks, some strikes. He walked right through them. Jesus, what's up, my guy? Khamzat versus Colby. We were talking about that earlier. You're going to have to rewind later, but that was an interesting conversation that we had, Jesus. Welcome to the stream, my guy. Volk survived Ortega, who has better ground game. Yeah, but Ortega is offensive off his back, where Mitchell is offensive, like trying to pass the guard. But will he be able to take Volkanovski down? I don't know if his wrestling is that good. You get what I'm saying? That's where he's in trouble.
He's got the best wrestling, grappling, and ground game.
Grappling, not so much wrestling.
UFC.
I think Volkanovski could hold him off.
Wrestling, he was bullying that dude on the ground. He was grabbing his neck, pulling him any way he wanted to.
Yeah, but that's Edson. So Dan Hooker, the real dark horse in featherweight.
You mean that's Edson? Everybody was hyping up Edson before this fight, talking about the real competitor. Now everybody's saying, "Oh, but that's Edson. He's old. He's washed. He ain't really done nothing. He's been a dog the whole time."
He has.
Everybody was hyping him up before the fight.
When you keep saying
all these dudes that be picking bets. No, listen, all these dudes that be picking bets on YouTube, the big dogs, we're saying Edson Barbosa is their pick of the weekend. How dumb do y'all look?
But we're the big dogs. We called Bryce.
Exactly. We're the big dogs. You guys are idiots.
No, these guys in chat called Bryce Mitchell too. The majority.
I'm not talking about these dudes in chat. I'm talking about all the big YouTubers that cap for the UFC and have their little pages on YouTube and do all this stuff. They had Edson Barbosa as their pick of the weekend, and they look dumb. How dare y'all disrespect Bryce like that? He's an animal.
And they should have known that when the Hispanic Hawani picked Bryce Mitchell, that they should have thought about their prediction twice. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you okay over there? I wasn't even looking at you. You all right? It looks like you got a little dandruff. You need a little Selsun Blue.
Nobody calls you that. Nobody.
I don't know.
Nobody even says it in the chat when you say it. That's how much nobody calls you that.
Trey is definitely toxic, Torrin. I'll give you that. Everybody calls me
that.
Trey.
I'm not toxic.
I agree with the boring comments.
I'm just calling out all this little BS that's going on.
Look, Will made a good point. Let me just read this off to you, Trey. Tell me what you think about what Will said. He says, I agree with the boring comment. Same with Colby Covington. Same with Islam Makhachev. It doesn't matter if they're good. Boring is boring. So I think you can throw Bryce Mitchell in that category as far as boring for most fans that are not necessarily ground grappling, fanatics.
Listen, I'm sorry that Bryce beats dudes so bad and pummels them to the ground so bad that they can't even fight back, and it makes it a little boring for you because this dude's getting demolished so bad. Enjoy the greatness. How about that? Enjoy the history being made. You're watching the future of featherweight, and you're complaining.
I don't think he beats Volkanovski, though.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And, I don't even care about what Well says. He's one of Von's little fanboys who we haven't heard of since I caught him out for making all those accounts about me.
I did talk to Von yesterday, actually. Let's see if he shows up later today. But grappling is going to take over the UFC, though. African King interesting point right now. I think, there was always a debate. Maybe you could talk a little bit about this too, Trey, where have you ever heard the debate in circles? I don't know if you have friends, but usually friends, they get together and, they have this debate where they say, okay, what is the most important skill set in the UFC, in MMA? Is it boxing? Is it wrestling? Is it jiu-jitsu? Or is it like some kind of kickboxing? And what we're seeing now, in my opinion, is wrestling completely taken over. Of course, there's the submission part and aspect of it, but I'm talking strictly if you had to pick one art that's dominating the sport right now, I'm going wrestling. What do you think about that?
Listen to me. And this is just the IQ I have, okay? And the levels I have above everybody.
I'm already worried what he's gonna say. Mm-hmm.
No, like in kickboxing, I consider that a combo of hands and legs. Okay,
of course,
right? It's not just kicking.
Okay, of course.
For all the dummies in the chat, I got to clarify that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It will always be the most important thing in the UFC for this one reason alone. Yep, for this one reason alone. Every single fight in the UFC start standing up, and they both start at the end of their fence, which means that's the only way you're going to get engaged at the beginning. That's just the level of IQ. That's just the level of IQ and levels I have above everybody.
I'm not
every single fight that's going to start is going to be you're going to be standing up.
Yeah, but if you look at the champions, Kamaru Usman, somewhat of a wrestler, right? He added striking, yes. I believe you got to be well-rounded for the most part.
But hold on now. Wait. Let's stay on Usman for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Usman didn't become this dominant and this crazy and this scary until what?
Until his striking got better. But at the end of the day,
really with Trevor Whitman, and he got him right.
Yes, but at the end of the day, he's known as being a grappler, wrestler. You have Oliveira, the same thing. You have Glover Teixeira, the same thing. The champ right now. Now, I guess
Don't use him as an example.
He's a champ
for now.
And
it's not going to be Yuri. Shout out to Drew, you idiot. It's not going to be Yuri. That dude sucks.
So if it's not just now, then you're saying Glover beats Yuri. So I guess it's not just for now as far as Glover. So you have Glover, you have Oliveira, you have Usman. Petr Yan, I guess you can say, is not a wrestler, but
the best boxer in the UFC.
Davison Figueiredo. Yeah, but you look at Francis Ngannou, a grappler.
Figueiredo's not a grappler. He's more of a striker.
Yeah, I guess you could say he's more of a striker. Francis Ngannou, you saw he added wrestling, and that's the only way he won. Wrestling is the most important. And then Islam is probably going to find his way up there as far as taking the title. Yeah, in my opinion, you guys can let me know in chat. In my honest opinion, I think wrestling is the most important style in MMA right now. But you're going kickboxing.
And wrestling, do you mean on the ground or standing up?
I mean standing up and taking it to the ground. And then from there, you just dominate. Wrestlers know how to control somebody once they have them on the canvas. Look at Colby Covington. He glued another one, somebody you're super high on.
I think you're overhyping the wrestling aspect on these dudes.
I don't know about that.
You
I don't know about that.
You are.
Look at Khabib's team is about to take over, like African said.
Mm-hmm. Usman didn't become dominant like that until his striking got nice and he went to Trevor Whitman and he got him right standing up. Yeah. And then he's been bullying cats on the feet.
Yeah, okay? but he's been winning.
Izzy, not a wrestler, and he bullies everybody in his division. He can't wrestle. He sucks on the ground.
Yeah, and that's why he lost when he went up. Yeah. That division, I'm not so high
best boxer in the UFC. He can grapple, but he bullies dudes, rocks them. Illegal knees to the head.
USA Megatron says, "Better wrestler always wins." That's what it seems like to me. That's what it seems like to me. And okay, maybe you could say it's even. Let's say for just to kind of like favor your point, even though it's not that great. But let's just say it's even right now.
You have to get it to the ground.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying like that's fine. That's fine. You have to get it to the ground. It seems like to me that's where the future's headed. If you're not the best wrestler in the octagon, you're probably gonna lose. Am I tripping?
The only way to figure this out is to see what the average takedowns per fight is in the entire UFC.
I'm just saying, look at the names of the people that are arising: Chimaev, Colby, Covington, Oliveira, Islam Makhachev.
We're talking about freaks though. Like, come on, you're telling me that other dudes aren't going to come up that are animals at striking, and they're going to come up and do the same thing?
No, of course.
A good fighter is a good fighter.
Of course. Look at Francis Ngannou, like all these great wrestlers here that are just getting better and better.
Like it's so disrespectful. It is so disrespectful that you even tie them two together.
And if
Francis is a freaking bum.
And if you want to use Adesanya, Megatron says Izzy has great takedown defense. So that's a big reason of why he's good. If he doesn't have that, he's losing. It's wrestling.
We're talking about wrestling.
I'm just throwing. Tyron Woodley says Megatron, kickboxing or high. Whatever happened to Tyron? Kickboxing or high? Sambo is a big style that's taken over.
Tyron Woodley, he got a "I love Jake Paul" tattoo on his body, and then get the life knocked out of him.
Very, very well said. Torn Bounce says you can't be one-dimensional in the sport of MMA. Not anymore. At one point you could be.
No.
At one point you could be, but it is changing. I'm saying like skill level wise, we're seeing some like beautiful things as far as like just mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't be one-dimensional. I mean, what? But like, stand up is way more important. I'm telling you.
Disagree, but anyways, we'll move on. Before we only got like 9 minutes left, guys. We're trying to stay to the time. I've been having a great time with this episode. MOICANO 60-day suspension. Anything you want to say about RDA or MOICANO right now?
MOICANO 60-day suspension.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hispanic Hawani here. I'm sorry. Let me read it for you. They don't call me that for nothing. I have it here. Let me not. Oh, here we go. MOICANO was handed a 60-day suspension by the Nevada Athletic Commission following his UFC 272 co-main event loss, right? The fight was largely one-sided. No. Because of the amount of damage he took, I think. Let me see.
It's Chris Moitinho. It's Chris Moitinho.
For injuries. Yep. They named other fighters, Turner, Malarkey, and Kennedy were the three fighters who received lengthy 180-day suspensions for injuries sustained in their respective preliminary card bouts. That was only a 3-round fight, though, when you're talking about Chris Moutinho, if I'm not mistaken, with the Sean O'Malley, where this was a 5-round fight of punishment.
Fully beat down.
So he has 60 days is actually not.
Why'd they let him go? Why'd they let him keep going?
60 days is not actually not that bad. I mean, the ref wanted to stop it almost at one point, it seemed like. I'm just saying.
He should have stopped it.
MOICANO showed a ton of heart, is what I will say. RDA, I was kind of criticizing him before the fight, saying, man, that man is old.
Yeah, hold on a second.
He looked young. And wait, real quick, Trey, real quick. Guess who's in the chat? Because I know you're going to be excited to hear this. One of your best friends.
Probably not.
One of your best friends.
Is it a fanboy?
It's somebody that you love.
Somebody that's obsessed with me, I'm sure.
Von Blues Boxing.
Oh, did he? Hey, I just got a question.
Yeah.
Did he show up on his Von Blue account, or was it one of the other 9 accounts he made about me? I saw your email on Gay Melton.
That's actually quite funny if that's true.
It's true. It's 100% true.
That's actually funny if it's true. Listen, Trey. MOICANO, RDA. Let's talk about RDA real quick.
Listen.
How good did he look?
Let me ask the question. Who did you have in that fight?
I had MOICANO.
Who?
MOICANO.
This is what I'm telling y'all, man. This is what I'm telling y'all. Miller does embarrassing stuff like that on stream, and he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life. He really thought this dude was going to come in off of a 10-day camp off a 10-day camp and
great.
beat a future Hall of Famer in RDA.
He looked great against Alexander.
A boy who looked chiseled. Alexander Hernandez. Who cares? And you're comparing him to RDA. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, this is embarrassing.
Trey, you ready?
This is absolutely embarrassing. What?
You ready for this? You ready for this? Somebody said Trey Covington versus Von Usman. I like it.
Well, we all know how that plays out.
I mean, Usman won twice, but listen, I thought
we're tied up.
RDA,
we all know how that plays out. He won the last fight.
RDA hasn't fought since 2020 of November 14th, right? You have MOICANO, who, won 2 in a row against Alexander Hernandez. He did look quite special. RDA being 37 years old, I'm like, you know what? This might be MOICANO's time to steal an opportunity. But RDA looked sharp. RDA looked so sharp that if Conor McGregor were to come back for that fight, it could get dangerous for McGregor. That's how special RDA looked, in my opinion.
First of all, RDA would never get that fight. He's a nobody.
No, he wouldn't. But if he did, I thought he looked special, in my opinion.
He looked great. I knew it would happen. Nobody's coming in off a 10-day fight camp and beating this guy. He got a deuce suspended. He beat him so bad.
He looked.
He still got it.
Oh, now got it. Right.
Now listen, he's never gonna get the title again. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
he might not even ever get another shot. And I know he wants one, but come on, let's be honest, buddy.
You think he has no chance?
You beat a random up and comer who came off a 10-day fight camp.
He's a number 6 ranked fighter. The only people above him is Chandler, Dariush, Makhachev, Poirier, Gaethje.
Hey,
you don't think he gets a name? You don't think he gets a name?
Give him Chandler.
What if he beats Chandler?
Gaethje's gonna be the champ, so I don't think he's gonna go get a championship fight.
Can you see him beating Chandler?
Yes.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. It gets interesting.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Chandler might be a little overhyped.
Hey.
Hey, am I saying something crazy now? I mean,
no.
Listen,
I feel like I agree with you.
He came in hot against Dan, but where that Blake been at?
You know what?
It's not looking good.
Plug says Chandler beats RDA. Chandler looked good against Gaethje in the first round and then just got demolished second and third round. He just got overworked. He didn't look that technically. Okay, you know what was Chandler's problem, in my opinion, Trey? When he lost to Gaethje, there was not much head movement. There was not much skill involved in the way he was fighting. Where it made me feel that way. Like maybe this guy's just a little bit overhyped. Where he almost had Oliveira out of there, but then he gets taken out. Let's talk about it. But so if RDA beats him, then what?
Then Chandler might be on his way out the UFC.
Yeah,
he might be going back to Bellator.
What does that mean for RDA?
We might just trade Michael Chandler for AJ McKee.
Oh man, I would love to see him in the UFC.
I know that would be amazing.
Oh, Vaughn says this is why me and Trey got beef. Chandler is my boy. Chandler is probably fighting Ferguson next. Okay, what about that fight? Trey? Real quick, Ferguson, Chandler. I have Chandler in that still.
You know, as much as it pains me to say, Ferguson's fried, man.
It hurts,
He's
man.
Done.
It hurts because
it's over.
At one point that was a fight everybody wanted to see. Yeah, that's the fight everybody wanted to see. And I just have all the questions. I'm sad that we're about to come up on an hour. Is it fair to say, Trey? I got all the good ones for you, Trey. Is it fair to say Islam Makhachev Oliveira is a baby Ferguson Khabib? Is it fair to say that? Is it almost like getting that fight or no?
Nah, because listen, we wanted that fight for so long. He was on an 18-fight win streak.
It was canceled like 5 times. Mm-hmm.
Or it was just never meant to be. I mean, let's be honest. Khabib would have absolutely bullied him in the octagon.
I feel Khabib would have just had his way.
Manhandled him.
And that's why I disagree with you, and I say that Oliveira, Islam Makhachev is like the baby version because I think Oliveira is that good, and that's why he dogs Justin Gaethje. You heard it here first. Oliveira is that special.
Here's the thing, though. You think that Oliveira would be Islam?
No. He's that special that he's gonna. Yeah,
you said that.
Wait, no.
You said that.
Let's pump the brakes on that one a little bit. You said
that.
I said Oliveira is gonna hold on to the title until Islam comes around, and that's where it gets dangerous. That's what I said.
No, you're not serious. You're not serious.
That's what I said.
Because when you and Vaughn were on here blowing smoke up each other's butt, I said Islam would dog Oliveira. And y'all got on me and said, heck no.
I don't know about dogging.
He would bully him. He would son him.
He could win, but I have Oliveira having a strong chance. I think Oliveira is that special, Trey. That's why he's going to be Gaethje. Real quick, the last topic we'll talk about, chat. Who do you guys have for Oliveira Gaethje? I'm going Oliveira strongly. I feel very strongly about that. I might bet the house on it.
Gaethje, baby.
Why?
And I bet the money line favors
Why?
Gaethje. He's got bombs. He wants a war. Listen,
Oliveira's
gotten hit in his past two fights. Against Dustin and against Michael.
And he walked through the storm.
He got popped in both of them bad multiple times. Listen to me. He can't take that from Justin.
How those fights finish?
No, it doesn't matter. They don't have Justin's power. They don't have Justin's power.
Chandler took it from Gaethje, and he
it was only 3 rounds, wasn't it?
Okay. The further it goes, the more benefits Oliveira, in my opinion.
Because he's getting. Bro, all that damage to the head is gonna look like MOICANO out there.
That jab is just gonna pick Gaethje apart, and that range. Oh my God!
Are you serious?
The reach advantage.
Listen to me. Oliveira cannot take the punches he did in Dustin and Michael Chandler's fight. He cannot take those punches to Justin Gaethje. He can't, because it's gonna be over quick if he does. He loves the war. Listen, get in a war with him. Let's battle. Let's stand here and bang. Justin loves that. And that's when he gets you right where he wants you, and he slumps you.
Gaethje has a 70-inch reach advantage. Oliveira has a 74-inch reach advantage. I thought it was a bit wider, my honest opinion. That's not too wide. But even then, Oliveira beats Gaethje. Guys. Oliveira by rear naked choke. I respected Mega. Trey, I want to hear AJ McKee or Bryce Miller, says Drew. That's a tough one. Bryce is nice.
Bryce did something. Bryce is nice, but AJ's done something I've never seen either. He had some crazy neck choke I've never seen in my life, where he put the dude's nose into his belly button. But let's be honest. We talking about that country string, baby.
Yeah, Bryce Mitchell.
I don't know why I said Miller. Nasty. Now, AJ's nice, but he's doing this against Bellator guys.
AJ, pretty easy. AJ dogs him. AJ is that special. AJ comes over to the UFC and starts dominating, in my opinion. Justin Gaethje gasses, though, says beta. Look at Trey.
Whoa.
Gaethje's getting knocked out.
What did you say?
AJ dogs him. We'll never see
He's going to dog Bryce?
Yes, sleeps him. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All that
Bryce
good
will
stuff.
never get knocked out in his career.
Until he sees AJ.
Bryce is on the Khabib path. I hope you know that.
Stop it.
He's on that path. He's dominating dudes like that.
He's not beating Oliveira.
He's dominating dudes like that.
I mean Volkanovski.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
He's choking him out. Listen, there's one submission that Volkanovski isn't getting out of, and that's any submission that Bryce does against him.
If he gets him there, if he gets that far, and it's gonna be hard to do against Volkanovski. Carlos Beltran says Justin Gaethje does want war till death. I mean, so you might agree with Trey here. Trey, this has been the fastest hour I think I've ever experienced as far as a podcast. This was good. I think we're getting a rhythm here.
When I'm dropping information on y'all, I'm being the source. I'm doing what I do. I'm giving out y'all all these facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm just flooding y'all with information for an entire hour and blessing the stream and taking over and running it. It goes quick because it's fun and it's interesting and you're learning something new. You know, and you're getting to talk and listen to and be inspired by your idol and an icon. So you know, I'm happy y'all got to see me this week. I'm happy y'all got to see me this week. I'm 4-1, baby. Let's talk about it. I don't see that little twerp kid. He's probably already in bed because it's past his bedtime. I don't see him commenting in here talking about 4-1, 4-1.
Oh my god! I can't wait to hear your
little
picks for
fanboys.
I can't wait to hear your picks for UFC 273. We'll probably agree on most of it. Trey, any last thoughts? You were in rare form today. I'll give you that. It was a fun one. Episode 7. We're only 7 episodes in, and they're starting to get really good, in my opinion.
I'm loving it. I'm happy to be teaching y'all every week.
I don't know about
like
teaching.
a teacher. I added it. I hope y'all know I added it to my resume as a teacher, an instructor.
I agree, DC. Charles Oliveira,
an advisor.
Is gonna eat him up.
Motivational speaker.
Max pieces up Bryce like a 10-piece. Volk X3 strength than weak country. So, bro, he doesn't beat Volkanovski right now. Maybe he develops into that. But
Bryce is on the Khabib path. That's Bryce Nurmagomedov. Get used to it.
I gotta send you an hourglass.
Get used to it.
I gotta send you
Send me an hourglass. I don't know why you want to send that to me, but I'll try and use it for something.
I want you to have it.
All right, well, I'm gonna take it.
I don't know what can you like. I don't know. It's like a 10-minute counter. I don't know. You could maybe read a book for 10 minutes, something you haven't done in the last 10 years, right? That's one thing.
I'll let all the females that try to talk to me every single day. I'll FaceTime them and I'll say, "Hey, there's your time. Go ahead and start. What you got to say to me today?"
Does he beat Max, Trey? Says Drew. Last thing before we get out of here.
Does who beat Max?
Does he beat Max, Trey? I guess Bryce.
Bryce? Yeah. Yes.
Stop it.
Yes. When's the last fight Max won?
You're a little bit too high on him.
When's the last fight Max won?
He won that second fight with Volkanovski, in my opinion.
He's cowering out against Volkanovski. Scared to fight him again because he's 0-2.
It was a little bit weird that he wanted to be.
You want to give Max another? You want to give Max another fight for the third fight, but you won't give one to Colby when he's actually beating Usman?
Interesting.
When he's actually beating him, and they're giving bunk scores, and y'all want to give Max another shot at Volkanovski? Why?
Why do you think that is, Trey? Because you're Dana White Jr. So why do you think that is?
I'll tell you why it is. Max is in there slurping Dana off because he wants to fight so bad because Dana loves money, and that's a money fight.
Colby Covington and Usman, I think, I mean, I guess it's not as entertaining wise, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is because Colby actually wins, and we just get to see every time, hey, let's see if the judges score it right this time.
Yep, Daniel Cormier, Beta, Jones too. Max beats Bryce, absolutely demolishes him. And he better stop. He beat Yair. That was a good fight. That was actually an exciting fight. Guys, we got to get out of here because we're trying to stick to 1 hour every Tuesday. So hit the bell for post notifications so you guys can be notified every Tuesday at 8 p.m. I'm putting Trey's socials in the chat. That should come up shortly. I might have to write the whole Trey.
Yeah, follow me. I'll lead you. Follow me and I'll lead you.
There it is. Okay, cool. He has an Instagram. He has a Twitter, guys. You guys can check him out over there. 20 thumbs up on the video. Let's go.
Probably all for me.
Trey, I had a blast. No, I think we got a few thumbs down because of you, but that's okay. I won't hold you to it. Trey, thank you, Trey. This has been fun.
Thank you. I'm out of here. I told y'all. All your little fanboys was hyping me up on me 1-4, 1-4. Look at me now. I was 0-1 to start tonight. Everybody was talking. Where's Trey? He's silent. He's this. He's that. Well, guess what? I'm a winner. I'm 4-1. You're nothing.
But that makes
You're nothing.
Makes you 5-5 in the last two.
Shut up. I told you I do this. I'm the one. I'm the one that gets it done. I'm the source. You listen to me. I make the money. I show you how to do it.
You actually define average because your
Miller
father's-
lost $10 to me, and he bet Bobby Green to win in the first round.
But I took $20 from you, so I'm up 10 on you. And when you say you're good at this betting thing, you're 5-5, so you're actually average.
You're only talking about the last two. You're not talking about when I went 17-3
That
to end the last 3 cards of last year. It's a new year, baby. I'm like that.
Beta called you journeyman trainer. Yeah, you're actually average when it comes to betting.
You're below average, so it doesn't even matter. All these idiots in here don't pick any of the fights right.
Oh, I've been on the roll. I got some prediction videos that I
calling you
perfectly.
in. You got 6-year-olds calling in here, telling you what they think about the fights, and you're over here like, yeah, great point, 6-year-old. I'm gonna listen to this little guy. He knows about fighting.
He actually calls to talk to you, which is funny. So I guess somehow,
because he's a little fanboy. He wants to talk to the master. He wants to talk to the king. He wants to talk to the source. He wants to talk to the one that knows. He wants to talk to the one that wins. He knows. He knows. I'm his father. His mother texts me every night. And tell her to stop. I'm done talking to her.
Yeah, 50-50, Will. 50-50. Yep, that's what I'm going to start calling Trey from now on.
Y'all don't deserve me, man. Y'all are just ungrateful. Y'all don't deserve me. I'm better than anyone in this. I'm the best capper in the UFC. And guess what? 50%? That's 50% more than any of y'all have gotten right. So shut up. Send me the hourglass. I'm out of here. I did it again. I'm 4-1.
Wait. Don't get out of here yet. One more thing. Remember AJ Krynal?
Oh.
Do you remember him? The Fortnite player? That we would say he had a beaver on his head? AJ Krynal, 25 TV. Anthony
you used to play with him a lot?
Yes. He was actually sick in Fortnite. He pulled up and he says, Trey yelling as per usual, just like the old days. Anything you want to say to AJ?
Or keep my name out your mouth. I thought you was cool. I thought you was cool. Now I think you're a bum like the rest of these people in here.
AJ, we miss you, AJ.
No, we don't.
He says the eagle on Trey.
Miller can speak for himself.
I speak for all of us.
I'm out of here. I don't care about any of these little fanboys or what they got to say to me. They don't deserve to talk to me because I'm 4-1 and I win it this weekend.
5-5.
And I'm gonna do it. Hey, it's a good card this weekend, and I might do it again on a fight night.
5-5.
I'm always watching. I'm always lurking. I'm always doing this. Colby wins. Bryce wins. I told y'all you can go back and watch it. I'm the king again. I do it again. I'm the one that gets it done. I'm the source. Let's go, Brandon.
Good name. It's a good name. He's out of here, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Another episode. This was episode 7. Is what we love to do. Dana White Trey. I picked Blood Diamond to win the other week, and I'd pick him again. Miller the Lorax. Wow. He speaks for the trees. Thank you so much, AJ. I don't even know what that means. Honestly. I gotta look that up. 5150 more likely. Volk should try and take lightweight belt after beating all his dogs. Imagine if you went up. Speak for the people. Thank you, sir. AJ, I miss you. Everybody else in chat, thank you guys. Episode 7. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. I've been having a lot of fun with these episodes every week, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. So hit the bell for post notifications. AJ, I hope everything is well with you. We miss you. Beta Quest, the DC Fight Club member. Thank you for being here. Portlock. Andrew Wheat. Andrew, if you cut Trey's mullet off, I will give you $50. All right, let me drop that down a little bit. I can't do that yet. I'll give you 25. I will cash app you $25 if you cut Trey's mullet off. You have my word. But it has to be like a clean, baldy type thing, all right? Because no one deserves to go out there looking that hideous. That guy looks like Joe Dirt. All right? And I don't mean to make this a Trey, roast fest, but we just have to take it there. This guy looks like this guy. Like, it's crazy. The confidence on this guy. At least he didn't cry this time, says Beta. Trey plays a great heel. He's the best. I love Trey. Or Joe Dirt, or, Daryl Morey. Or what was the new name that they gave him today? Or, what was it? Bob. What was it? It was like Nibs or something. Nibs Wrestler. What was it? What was his name? This guy. I forget his name. It was just mentioned here earlier. But anyways, that guy. Who else does Trey look like? Man, there's just so many names. I guess I don't know. Brokeback Mountain and pick any one of those characters. The list goes on. He plays. I love Trey. He brings so much energy and excitement to this stream. He actually knows his stuff with MMA. So I'm just joking. All that to say, like, Trey's great, and I love that he plays a great heel. I actually think he's turning into that, which is great. Drew, Beta, Carlos, Kenny Powers, head ass. Kenny Powers. I'ma leave the stream with that up. Jeez, man, this is an identical twin, bro. If Trey were to get braids, he would look just like this. No doubt in my mind. You take the shades off, Lord Farquhar. Yes. No, we have to leave it with this guy. I like that Kenny Powers though. This is Trey. This is what Trey's doing now after the podcast. This is what he does every night. He toasts to himself because that's just something Trey would do, right? He'll just toast to himself and say, "Oh, what a great podcast! I really taught people there. I really told them, right?" Yeah. So I'm sure. Trey. I love you. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is probably mean, but we love you. Farquhar, go on. That whoever said that, I think that was Beta. Anyways, Trey looking and screaming now. Guys, I gotta get out of here. God bless. Good night. Episode 7. You guys are absolutely the best. #1 commentary channel on YouTube, and now we have podcasts. To the moon, guys. Love you guys. If you guys want to talk, keep talking. Hit me up in Discord, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. We'll talk soon. Peace.
I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double tap does what the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble. Closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the 3rd round?
And of all the superlative.
Big right hook, last flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and then knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration for a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers and right hook to the body for Campbell. Left hook to the body for Garcia. And that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground. Trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record number 7. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia.